Living in an HOA community already means dealing with petty power struggles, but every now and then, those petty struggles cross into something darker. What happened on my street one spring afternoon wasn't just about HOA rules or property lines, it became about entitlement, prejudice, and one woman's belief that everything she saw somehow belonged to her. Our community had been buzzing for weeks because a new homeowner moved into one of the larger corner properties, a young black man named Marcus. He was quiet, polite, always waved when people passed. A software engineer, I later learned, who had worked hard to buy his first home outright. But what really got the neighborhood talking was the car. 2 weeks after moving in, Marcus had a brand new silver BMW X5 delivered on a flatbed. Shiny, sleek, luxury from hood to bumper. Kids on bikes stopped to watch as the delivery crew carefully rolled it into his driveway. Even I slowed down while jogging past, muttering, "Wow, nice ride." Most of us admired it. But for Karen, the self-anointed HOA president, admiration twisted into obsession. Karen already had a reputation for entitlement. She'd once tried to fine a neighbor for hanging a wind chime too loudly and sent weekly emails about non-regulation trash bins. But this was different. 2 days after Marcus got his BMW, I overheard Karen at the mailboxes telling anyone who'd listen. That car was meant for me. I saw it at the dealership. I was negotiating. The salesman knew I wanted it. And then suddenly, poof, gone. And now it's sitting in his driveway? Something's fishy. People nodded politely, clearly uncomfortable, but Karen only got bolder. She convinced herself Marcus hadn't bought the car legitimately. She said outrageous things, maybe it's stolen. He doesn't look like someone who can afford that. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. We rolled our eyes, but none of us imagined just how far she'd take it. It happened on a sunny Saturday afternoon. Marcus was outside, washing his BMW in his driveway, music playing softly from a speaker. Kids rode scooters nearby, neighbors gardened, a perfectly normal weekend scene. Karen came marching down the sidewalk, phone already in her hand. She didn't even greet him. She jabbed her finger toward the car and shouted, "That's my vehicle. You stole it from the dealership. Hand over the keys before I call the cops." The entire street went quiet. Marcus, calm as ever, blinked at her. "Excuse me? This is my car. I bought it. You can't be serious." Karen's voice rose higher, shrill enough to send the kids scattering. "I saw it first. I was promised this car. You scammed them and took it out from under me." Marcus shook his head, chuckling in disbelief. "Lady, I don't even know you." Here, he reached into his pocket, pulled out the key fob, and unlocked the garage door. The BMW chirped, lights flashing. He gestured. "See? My garage. My car." That's when Karen completely lost it. Right there in the middle of the street, she dialed 911 on speakerphone, pacing like she was the star of a reality show. "Yes, police? I need officers immediately. A man is stealing my car, yes, my BMW. He's trying to hide it in his garage right now. He's aggressive, threatening me." Marcus froze, stunned. "What?" Neighbors started filming. One whispered, "Oh no, she didn't." Karen pointed dramatically as Marcus rolled the BMW into the garage. "See? He's hiding the evidence." It took less than 10 minutes. 2 squad cars pulled up, lights flashing. The tension was thick, we all knew how badly these situations could go. Marcus kept his hands visible, standing calmly beside the open garage. Karen ran to the officers, shrieking, "Arrest him. That's my car. He stole it from me." The officers turned to Marcus. "Sir, is this your vehicle?" Marcus nodded, handing over his license, registration, and purchase paperwork. He even showed the official bill of sale with his name on it, pulled straight from his neatly organized folder. One officer checked the VIN against the documents. The other ran his license. Everything matched perfectly. Meanwhile, Karen paced like a caged animal. Don't be fooled. He forged the papers. I was supposed to buy that car. I'm the HOA president, I know when something's wrong. Finally, the officer with the paperwork turned to her. Ma'am, this car is legally his. The documents check out. The registration is valid. You have no claim to it whatsoever. Karen's face twisted. You're just taking his side because, she cut herself off, but the implication hung heavy. The officer's eyes narrowed. Ma'am, do you understand you just made a false report to 911? That's a crime. The crowd had grown, nearly 20 neighbors watching from porches, some still filming. Karen's voice cracked, panic creeping in. I was just mistaken. I thought it was mine. The officer shook his head. No, ma'am. You claimed a crime in progress. You accused an innocent man of theft. That's filing a false police report, and it wastes resources. Turn around. Hands behind your back. The gasp from the neighborhood was audible. Karen shrieked, this is ridiculous. You can't arrest me. I'm the HOA president. But the cuffs clicked anyway. The officers guided her to the squad car as she kicked and screamed, shouting about lawsuits, betrayal, and conspiracies. Phones captured every second. Karen was charged with filing a false police report and disturbing the peace. The HOA board scrambled to distance themselves, issuing a letter condemning her behavior. Within weeks, an emergency meeting was held, and she was voted out of her position. Marcus, meanwhile, became something of a local hero. Neighbors rallied around him, dropping off baked goods, apologizing for Karen's behavior, making it clear he was welcome. He laughed about it later, saying, I guess nothing screams, welcome to the neighborhood, like someone trying to steal your car with a phone call. And me? I'll never forget the sight of Karen, red-faced and shrieking, being driven away in the back of a squad car while Marcus stood calmly by his gleaming BMW, paperwork in hand. Entitlement had collided with reality, and reality won.